In a letter to the President, the Sri Lanka Administrative Services Association emphasized that the government should take responsibility for the adverse consequences arising from the aggravation of the current public unrest if state sector employees become frustrated and deviate from essential services. They point out that ensuring the safety and the rights of state sector officers by declaring a national emergency situation and establishing a proper mechanism under a particular officer is a timely need. Meanwhile, the Met Department points out that by not declaring it as an essential service amidst the fuel shortage, the department is facing severe inconveniences. A senior spokesperson said the department cannot bear responsibility if any lives are lost by a sudden change in weather or by a tsunami, as the department is incapable of issuing warnings. Meanwhile, wildlife officers say that by not declaring their services as essential, various operations including driving away elephants that are encroaching onto villages have become an arduous task. Trade unions are requesting services rendered by the Inland Revenue Department to be made essential. The Joint Secretary of the Inland Revenue Services Association, HAK Udayasiri, said that the process of increasing the state tax revenue should start immediately. The Water Supply and Drainage Workers Union today pointed out the consequences of not including the services of the National Water Supply and Drainage Board in the list of essential services. Public transport is disrupted and we can't go to filling stations because other services are declared essential and we are not. If this is the case, how can we report to work come next week with zero fuel in our tanks? Staff will not be able to come on time to work. The supply of water will be disrupted and repairs will also be delayed. The supply of water will be affected and it cannot be prevented. With fuel being issued to selected services, people have now opted to use public transport to commute to their places of work. However, public transport has also been affected by the fuel shortage. Will railway operations come to a halt next week? There won't be fuel for private vehicles. Railway operations will definitely come to a halt next week. If a solution is not provided to this issue, the remaining workforce will come to a standstill. We await the measures that will be taken by the minister.